okay, well, the government assistance program is not in our system. That to be reviewed for that program, you just have to send over the documents that they need to start the review.
Okay.
But that's not something that we can take your financial information and then tell you whether you pre-qualify.
Okay, what happens is we just need your gross and your net, ma'am. Your gross income before taxes and after taxes. And we will see if we can try your account, the main account for the Home Affordable Program by the President that was announced. So we can try for that program for you.
Looks like we haven't received anything as of yet.
Okay. I faxed them twice now to the number I was given, and I was told the second time to put attention, hope on the top of it, which I did. Well, first of all, I sent them the information three weeks ago about the Making Home Affordable program. I faxed it twice in 2 weeks, and I'm wondering if that has been received yet, and what the status of that is.
All right. Let me just have a look at that as well.
Okay. I have already sent, when I faxed all of that original information, included in that was my bank statement. Is that not with?
Unfortunately, it looks like they have not received it for some reason, and that is the reason why they have made a note on your account that you need to fax in that information back again to us.
I mean, I don't see that we have got any of your documents on the account, ma'am, because I still see that we requested you to fax the documents, but we have not received any of your documents.
Yeah, he told me that he got both of them. He got the fax, everything except for the banking information. He told me yesterday that he had it and was looking at it yesterday.
Okay, maybe I cannot view that because I don't see any correspondence received on the account.
Is there a general time frame before you know one way or another?
It usually takes at least 45 days for the negotiator from the Making Home Affordable department to go through your documents.
So what is the time period then for that to be mailed out to me? I mean, when should I
Usually it takes 45 days, but you have already sent in your documents long back. So from the day you sent your documents, the day we receive it, from that day the review will be started.
Okay.
So already it's been, maybe 15 days or 20 days. You will receive it maybe by the end of this month.
Okay.
By 15th of August, you should receive a package.
Okay. Is there any way it's possible to know when I might be receiving that or no?
See, usually it takes 45 to 60 days. So now it's only a month. Probably maybe you may receive this letter within a couple of weeks.
It was on July 9, and according to the guidelines, it takes about 45 days after we receive the documents just for you to receive not the modification package, but the package about the three the three payments that you need to make before you get the modification.
I'm wondering if the packet has been sent out yet for the Making Home Affordable plan.
Sure, let me go ahead and check. 1 moment. I don't see anything has been sent out yet.
Okay.
Basically, I don't see that the account is under review for any program.
This is painful. I swear to God. Every time I call, it's something new. I sent everything in on June 18th, and I call, probably if you check the file, I call quite regularly to check an update, to see if it's been updated at all. And I sent everything initially on June 18th. I was told it would be 45 days. I faxed it 2 different times. I gave my financial affidavit information, and since then I've been told, I was told originally that I should get the paperwork by August 10th, and and I've been calling regularly to check updates on it, and everybody I call has said, oh yeah, it's under review, we're sending it out, it's just that we're backlogged, and there's a lot of interest in the program, and so on and so on and so on. And now I'm hearing that it's not even under review for anything.
I appreciate you holding. I'm sorry, I had to jump over hoops to get you into a modification program.
Okay.
but it's already in their modification program. I'm going to go ahead and provide you with a different fax number where I'm going to need you to fax in just proof of your income
Okay.
and your hardship letter.
This moment the property is safe of all the legal process that a bank can take with a property because we have a workout option active.
Okay.
That means that the property is safe.
Okay, looking into the account, I do see a notice of acceleration letter that expired on August the 16th of 2009. The home is currently in foreclosure. It's in the foreclosure status with no foreclosure sale date. How can I help you?
Are you saying that it's been accelerated into or foreclosure? I'm confused, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
That doesn't make any sense. The last time I called, I was told that it was safe now because I was in the modification.
Thank you. A workout negotiator is reviewing your request for assistance, and collections activities have been temporarily suspended.
Okay, and I do show that we mailed out a notice of intent that expired August 16th. And how can I help you today?
I'm calling because in the last couple of days, I have gotten some correspondence from an attorney saying that they're working with Bank of America Home Loans and that I'm being sued for foreclosure, basically. The problem, I don't know whose income, because the note is in his name, the loan is in my husband's name, but I am the one living in the house, so I don't know, would you need to do this by my income?
Okay, what happens is we just need your gross and your net, ma'am. Your gross income before taxes and after taxes.
Right.
And we will see if we can try your account, the main account for the Home Affordable Program that the President that was announced. So we can try for that program for you. We can just give it a try in case if you're being approved.
Okay.
It would be wonderful.
Okay.
In case if you're not being approved, we can see what other debt options we can give you. So we can at least just give a try at least.
Okay, thank you for holding.
Sure.
Where you would sign is you would not sign on the line where he would sign, but underneath.
Okay.
There would be like a blank space under the date.
Okay.
There would be a line for the date, and on that blank space under the date is where you would sign.
Okay.
Just sign your name.
Mm-hmm.
Do not mark anything with his name out.
Okay.
Okay, just leave it as is, but you sign in the blank space.
Okay.
You can go ahead and send us all of your income information.
Okay.
But what I'm telling you is based on us receiving a recorded divorce decree that awards you the property and also a quitclaim deed from him to you.
Okay.
Go ahead and send everything that you're gonna send. Sign it as if they were like they told you to.
Okay.
And then what they'll do in QC is that they'll go over everything and then they will get back with you as to if everything is if it's acceptable.
Okay.
And make sure that you send the legal separation documents.
Okay.
And those legal separation documents have to state that it is 100% yours.
Okay.
And none of it has to, none of the equity or anything or selling it, after selling it or whatever, you have to split it with him.
Okay.
It can't be divided or anything. It's got to be 100% yours.
Yes, it does say that.
Okay, good.
I was told that since everything was signed over to me, that he wouldn't even need to sign at this point.
So he's not legally or financially responsible for the mortgage or the home at all anymore?
No, not at all.
Because all right. Well, actually, I think he is. He's financially responsible for the mortgage, because
Well, as far as the courts go, he's not. Like the documentation, through the courts basically say it's all my responsibility, and he is relieved from, having to worry about any of that. It falls on me, and he's signed off all of his rights to it. Both positive and negative. He can't benefit from any sale or anything either.
The issue is because there's a difference between being on the deed and being on the note.
Right.
And typically, if it'd be like you would have to have qualified to take over the mortgage note. It's kind of tricky, but like for instance, he qualified for the loan. You can't assume the loan. You can't just say all right, I'm going to take responsibility for. I don't know if they're gonna allow it because of the whole owner occupancy thing. But you'll receive a decision in the mail. Nothing's official yet. Again, the whole issue is because you're not actually on the loan. The bottom line is it doesn't affect your credit at all. I don't know. Again, I'm just telling you as far as what I know, but there hasn't been a decision made yet. We will send it to you in the mail.
Well, yeah. I have a feeling just from the conversations that you and I have had that it's not going to go well, and that's upsetting to me because I've been told for 7 months that it's fine, and I've been told that the process, as long as the deed is signed over to me, and as long as we are legally separated and so forth. I talked to managers numerous times about it, because obviously it wasn't an issue that I was concerned about.
Right now, it's not affecting your credit. It's basically.
Well, but it's my home. I mean, it's not an issue of whether or not this is my credit. This is an issue of this is my home where I live with my kids.
Right.
So I don't give a shit about my credit. I want to keep my house for my family.
Absolutely.
So
it's just there's a lot of expenses that go along with owning a home.
During this whole process. As I'm getting more and more behind on my mortgage, as I'm trying to go through this process. I mean, if I would have been told from the beginning.
It's not your mortgage, though. It's.
Okay, but
you're on the title.
I'm the one that's living here, though. With my family. So.
Right.
And I'm the one paying it. So, for all intents and purposes, as far as I'm concerned, it's my mortgage because I'm the one paying it and getting behind on it because.
I would just be honestly glad it's not yours. In this case.
Yeah, I mean, that's great as far as, credit and whatnot goes, but I still would have no place to live, I mean, it's a kind of a big deal.
So I did go ahead and review everything once again, and I confirmed all the information that we went through in the notes. Basically what happened is even though you do have a court decree and you did, win the property, unfortunately, ma'am, you were given false information through the representatives earlier. Yeah, there's no way that the modification would actually be able to go through under your name.
Okay, I'm telling you, somebody needs to do something. Is there somebody else that I can speak to? Because you cannot penalize your customers for doing what their representatives told them to do. That's not right. There is absolutely nothing ethical about that. You cannot tell a customer, hey, yeah, you did exactly what our representatives that we pay told you to do, and because you did that, now you're going to lose your house. I'm sorry, that is completely unethical, and then nobody's going to do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, as far as that, at this time, we can't really do anything unless we'd have to work with the borrower.
You need to put somebody else on the phone with me.
As far as who, ma'am?
They're
gonna state the same thing. I've done extensive research on the account, and that's what I found the account to be.
Okay, I'm understanding that. I'm telling you now, the $22,000. Somebody needs to work with me on that.
Okay.
On repaying that, because to say, oh, now you just owe this because we screwed you over is not. It's not right. Completely unethical.
Like I said before, ma'am, since you're not the actual borrower on the property, you're not the primary account holder, that's going to make things difficult.
Well, nobody seemed to have any problem taking any money from me before or any documentation from me. If you look through the documentation that was done for the modification, I filled out everything. I signed everything. Everything was accepted. And you guys spent how much money and time reviewing these files for the past 11 months, and at the very end are telling me something that you knew from the very beginning, which is that you could never qualify because your ex-husband doesn't live on the property. So how much time and money has been spent on this? It's ludicrous.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and see if there's any other options. Maybe there's something else we can look into. Okay.
Okay.
And if it's over that percent, then you qualify. If it's not, then you don't.
Right.
And if you don't, there's other programs we have that will help you get at least brought current. They won't necessarily drop your payment, but they'll help you get current. Now, the other programs that we have are just through the bank, right?
Right.
Well, those are just more or less rolling in back due, just to help you get caught up. We'll get you caught up, but as possible because we have an incentive to do it as well.